Take a look at this thing, guys. This is so freaking insane. It is blowing my mind as we speak. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft map showcase. Today, we are taking a look at a collection of redstone maps that will blow your mind. Anything from a working computer to an iPhone 6, as well as a 3D printer and a color TV. All of these maps are absolutely insane, so let's go ahead and check them out. So the first one is going to be, of course, our working computer. Check this thing out. It is a gigantic monitor with two speakers, a tower on the right hand side. It's so far away we can barely see it, as well as we have a fully working keyboard and a fully working mouse. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you guys want to take a look at the back end, we are going to do this. So this is pretty much a tower. It's just for decorations. We have our graphics card and our motherboard in there. You can't really see it, but right behind us we have the fully designed computer. Take a look at this thing, guys. This is so freaking insane. It is blowing my mind as we speak. Just look how much redstone is in this thing, and it actually serves a purpose and functions like a computer. I mean, wow, this thing is so freaking massive. I still can't wrap my head around this. There's still tons and tons of redstone as we fly down here, as you guys can see, and it is definitely freaking insane. I mean, we have pistons over here as well as command blocks implemented into it, and yeah, let's go ahead and see how this thing works. Alright, so I'm going to fly back to the front and power this thing up. And there's actually two buttons on the front side of our monitor. There is a reboot button, or just to restart, as well as a power button. And when we turn this on, we do have a nice sound effect. So let's go ahead and click on that, and it should boot up the system. So as you can see in the chat, it says booting up, and then we have that starting sound, as well as my computer can barely render out this in-game computer. That's how crazy it is. Alright, so it says welcome to the redstone computer, and just shows you some stuff in the chats. But as you guys can see on the screen, we have an area to type. We have the name of the OS at the bottom, which is the LPG OS, named after the creator. And you can go check out all of the creators for all of these maps down below and give them your love and support, because they must have spent like all their lifetimes creating something like this. But yeah, on this side we do have different selections which we could access using our mouse, which we'll get to in just a second, as well as we could manually select our power off button on the actual screen. But before we do that, I want to test out our keyboard and see some of the functions that it has. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do some basic stuff. If I want to go ahead and just type a letter onto the screen, I will just jump down onto that letter. So if I want to type A, I jump down onto the A, and it should go ahead and send that command into the computer and then write out the letter A on our screen. Now, it does take a while, but keep in mind, this is a computer inside of a video game that is Minecraft. Alright, so now if you want to go ahead and type another letter, we could go ahead and type another A. And the reason why I want to do this is to show you that the first letter is always going to be capitalized, much like a real computer would do. So as you can see, the second A is now lowercase. So if I go ahead and type in, say for instance, a V, it should go ahead and be lowercase as well. And just give it a moment, and it should be lowercase. So let's just wait for that. And there you go. So it's a lowercase v. And now if you want to go ahead and do a capital letter, we would just click on shift. And then after we click on shift, you have to very quickly go towards V. So shift and V, and it should go ahead and make a capital V. I know none of these things are very groundbreaking, but keep in mind this is inside Minecraft once again. And as you guys can see, we now have a capital V, which is just insane. And we also have the other controls and commands, which is basically going to allow us to hit the control key, the caps lock key, as well as the escape. And we do have a calculator built into this computer. So let's go ahead and just clear the board and then enter some sort of other combination. So let's just go ahead and delete all of the stuff by hitting the delete key. It should wipe the entire board clean, as you guys can see. And now we can do a calculation. So say for instance I want to do 4 times 2. We go down to the 4, drop down, and then it should go to 4. Then we come back over here. And you know what? Let's do plus. There you go. Plus, and then we could come back over here and do 7. So 4 plus 7. And then we go to equals. And then we look up at the screen. As you guys can see, since it's going kind of slow, I'm doing it all at once. And it should do 4 plus 7 equals. And now we just hit enter. And it should give us that amount if it works properly. But I'm not sure if it's going to work. But either way, that is still pretty cool nonetheless. So 4 plus 7 equals, and it looks like it just made like a space for some reason. Like I hit return and it went down. I think I hit the wrong key, and to redo all of this will be a pain in the butt. So let me see if I could actually maybe hit this button over here, AI, and it should give us that value. Or possibly I didn't wait long enough, but yeah, I mean the computer still is working even though it didn't do the calculations. That's probably just my fault. But you could still do other things like enter commands. So since it's turning to nighttime right now, I could actually change it to daytime using a command on the keyboard. First, I need to clear the board. Then I need to go ahead and select slash, and then basically write out day. So there's D over here, and then A over here, and then Y on this side. So as you can see, it's becoming nighttime right now. I'm going to do slash day. As you guys can see, it should go ahead and clear that board, update to slash DAY, and then I would hit enter, not delete or whatever. And then as you guys can see, it becomes daytime. So yeah, that is awesome. So we can't actually do the multiplication, but we can still enter the commands, which is really cool. Okay, so this next creation is going to be a color TV with a working animation. This is just something to have in your world in this experience because it's so cool. And these are all of the command blocks. It wraps around the entire area and it goes up for quite some time. And it's basically the animation laid out in the blocks, which makes it easier for the creator. And as you guys can see, there is, I would say, over 1,000 command blocks, maybe just on this one side. But anyways, let's go ahead and click on this button, which should activate the animation and also play some music, so I might be quiet when it does this. So let's go ahead and right click on that, boom, and it starts up the animation. Check this out, guys. It's going to count down and it's going to just create this amazing animation. Was that Herobrine? Oh my gosh. Wow, would you guys look at that? It is so smooth with the animation. That is really cool. It looks like they're playing like different retro games. It went from Pong to Tetris and then one of the Starship games. That is really interesting. Now we have Flappy Bird. Snake. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that one is, but it looks really familiar. Oh, that's some Street Fighter there. Oh, I know this one. It's the Asteroid game. I'm not really sure, but it looks like it's the end of the animation. It's still really awesome, guys. It's a working color TV. I really enjoyed that, and just keep in mind, thousands and thousands of command blocks went into making that short animation. I really do appreciate it. Definitely, yet again, go check out the original creators, support them, and just share the map around because it's just really amazing. So yeah, look at the side of this one. It just has even more command blocks than you can imagine, and just a lot of work. Alright, so that was the working color TV. Now let's go ahead and check out the next creation. Okay, so this next creation is our 3D printer. You can create your own projects and then 3D print them. It's really crazy, and I know for sure this is created by a Red engineer. I didn't know the other maps because they're really old, but go check out the original creator yet again. But anyways, let's go ahead and right click on this button to start up our system. It pops up in our menu. Then we could click on design a 3D project. Once we do that, we pop into this area, and for some reason the shaders are messing it up. So what I'm going to do is just turn off shaders for now, and as you guys can see, this is basically how it looks. I'm not sure why all of those things are popping up with the blocks, but just try to ignore that. When you do it on your own world, I think it wouldn't matter, but since I've been doing so many maps, I think I messed something up, and I'm really not familiar with command blocks, so I don't know what just happened. But either way, once we're in this little configuration or setup, you can see that we have 3 blocks added into our menu. It's kind of self-explanatory. We drop 1 to remove a pixel, drop 1 to add a pixel, and drop 1 to move down. And to move up, down, left, and right, we basically use our WSD. And as you guys can see, we can move that block around, that red block right in front of us, to create our 3D printed project which we will then create later. So let's go ahead and try to do this. What I'm going to do is just write high, which is H and I, but we'll write it in different configurations so you guys can see it. And to move up, you would just hit space, by the way, and then you would drop these blocks to go down, like I mentioned. All right, so let's go ahead and drop these blocks over here to create the word high. There you go. As you guys can see, it's really simple. It works very smooth, as you can tell. And then we could do the other part of the H right over here. There you go. So there's high, and what I'm going to do now is do the A, like the A is going to be upright, and the H is going to be lying flat. So I'm just going to place down 3 blocks right over here. I'm going to go up 1, place down a block there, go up again, place down 1 more, up again, place down 1 more block, and then do a block on the left and right hand side. So now it's basically saying high, but in 2 different dimensions, like a 2D version and a 3D version, just to demonstrate our 3D printing. So once we're done with that, we could go ahead and pretty much go into our chat by typing in T and then clicking finish project. Once we have that, it's basically going to ask us if you want to print our project, and then we click on 3D print the project, and then as you guys can see, it's going to recreate what we just did right in front of us on the top section. So we did it at the below before, but now it's going to transfer to the top, and as you guys can see, we successfully 3D printed our high project, and then we could either create a new design or we could 3D print it again. So as you guys can see, it's so seamless, it's very easy to use, and it actually works. So it's a 3D printer in Minecraft. That is just so cool. Now this next redstone creation is going to be a maze, but it's not just any ordinary maze. It's a maze that is constantly changing. It has over 1,000 maze configurations, and take a look at this redstone, guys. If you didn't think it had enough redstone, I mean, just check that out. That is just so freaking mind-blowing. Who has time for this? Oh my gosh. Alright, so as you can see, it is certified with redstone. Let's go ahead and see the actual maze from above. If you guys didn't get a good look at that, it's basically made out of doors, and that's really how it's able to change, and that's why it requires so little redstone, believe it or not. If it was like an actual maze with pistons and whatnot, it would take even more redstone. Alright, so this side is actually the entry point. As you guys can see, we have 2 different buttons, one to generate a new maze, which I'm going to do right now. As you guys can see, it will go ahead and cycle between some of those doors or whatever. It's definitely lagging my game. It cycled a lot of doors just now, and it basically created a new maze. And we also have another button to change the maze every 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is activate the crazy maze, which changes every 1 minute, and try to get to the other end. I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail at this. Also, it's going to lag out my game. But let's go ahead and do this since I know where the exit is. It's on the other side. You can always cheat and do like this, but I really don't want to do that. Let's just make it to the other side and try to do it as quickly as possible, because it's going to change after 1 minute. I know for sure this is going to take more than 1 minute. Oh my gosh, we're at a dead end. We're at a dead end. Come on, we could do this. I'm already making it to the other side. Come on, this is going well so far. This is not really a very hard maze. Come on, we're almost there. Please don't change on me. We could do this. We could do it. Nope, I went in a circle. What the heck? I just went in a circle. Oh, there's a spot here. Let's go through it. Come on, come on. We're almost there. Oh my god, we made it. Wow, 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 wow. This maze sucks. Oh my gosh. 1,000 different combinations, and I just solved it in under a minute. Are you freaking kidding me? But either way, it's your really awesome redstone creation, and props goes out to the creator. You're gonna go check him out in the description box down below. I don't remember his name, but I know that his redstone work is amazing, and you should go take a look at all of it. I mean, look how many redstone torches are here. They're literally all different colors because they're all changing, and it's just freaking incredible. How do you think of something like this? Alright, so here we are on the final creation, the iPhone 6. Now this thing has been giving me a lot of problems. It's not really working correctly, so let's see if we could possibly hit the jackpot over here. Let's go down to the charger port, and yes, as you guys can see, we just plugged in the charger and our iPhone is now charging. So that's just one of the features. There's loads of features on this actual creation, and hopefully we get to see them all. small. But now, since it is charging, we could go ahead and turn this iPhone on by just going there. It pushes the button. iPhone created by Craftronics. So yeah, hopefully this works. I actually tested it out and everything seemed to be fine, but later on when I tried to do the video, obviously it wasn't working. But as you guys can see, we do have the slider as well as a timer on the top to show you how long it has been going. But let's not talk for too much and just slide this over. That way we don't give it time to break, and it looks like it already broke. Look at that. The timer stopped working and the slider is no longer working. Literally while I was talking, it did this. Why is this happening? You know what? I'm gonna try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna give up. Oh wait, it did. It entered the freaking thing. Yes, check this out, guys. As you can see, I clicked on the home button and it pretty much gave us all of our apps. So as you can see at the top end corner, our timer is now working again. We have the percentage for our battery, or just a notifier for our battery. We have tons of different apps. And now let's go ahead and take a look at one of these apps. And the first one we're going to take a look at is the Flappy Bird before it stops working. Come on, Flappy Bird. I know you can do it. I think it's just the map lagging, because as you guys can see, the actual timer does slow down. I'm not really sure why, but you know what? Let's change our render distance to 16 chunks. Why was it on 8? I think that's why it was messing up. So as you can see, we increased the chunks, so all of the command blocks should be in range. Now let's go towards our Flappy Bird and click on that. No, it's not working. Okay, so let's go back to our home button, since that seemed to work before. Click on that home button. And I really wanted to show you guys all of the different features, because you can actually enter your passcode as well as other things, which was just really insane. And this is just stupid that it's not working. But as you guys can see, it is an actual working phone. I mean, for some of the parts that you did get to take a look at, but for some reason this is not working. Let's go back towards here and click on this button, and as you guys can see, we can't click on the button anymore. So yeah, it's definitely broken, but I do still recommend this. This is definitely one of the most mind-blowing creations in Minecraft. So if you do want to go download it and check it out for yourselves, definitely do that and tell me how it went, because for me it's not really working out too much, and it did work 100% of the time. I played around with this thing for at least 20 minutes before I decided to record a video on it, and of course it's not working. But anyways, guys, I think this is pretty much going to wrap up the video. I give up on this. I've tried about 7 times to get this working. But anyways, if you did enjoy it, please be sure to take 1 second to crush that like button, leave a comment down below, as well as don't forget to subscribe to see more awesome videos like this. Anyways, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.